Hello? Yes, a new comfort show just called. It's called Off Campus on Amazon Prime. It's literally hot and it's spicy, and the weather is hot and spicy, so
let's talk about Off Campus, shall we? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for 132 subscribers. It's my dream to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, so please do that for me. Off Campus is an American romantic drama series that premiered on Amazon Prime on the 13th of May, and it is based off a book series called the Off Campus series by L. Kennedy, and it is so fucking good. Have I ever cussed on my channel before? I don't know. What's your favorite cuss? It's probably fuck. Honestly, walk. I was gonna say walk, don't run. Matter of fact, sprint and go watch Off Campus. Off Campus is a show that follows ensemble cast, so there's no one particular main character because the story delves into every character's story. But our main character for season 1 happens to be Garrett and Hannah. Garrett is a son of a very popular hockey player, an ex-hockey player, and Hannah is a regular girl next door who is a music major. And we get to see the love story unfold and unravel whilst following the lives of her friends and his friends and just people in the vicinity. And I thought it was done so well. Before going to the show, I didn't know much about it. I think I'd seen a little clip on YouTube, or either YouTube or TikTok. It was a trailer, but it was like a really brief trailer, and it was showing, I remember it had the scenes of the drunk Shakespeare, and I remember thinking, I wasn't gonna watch this at first because it looks like it's gonna be shitty. No offense. Like, it looks like it would be bad. You know, certain shows you look at and you're like, this looks like I would not have a great time watching this. Like, poster was so bad, and sometimes posters are so telling and on what the quality of a show would be like. Poster has this particular look that terrible shows usually have. What I remember recently is Love Me. Love Me is an Amazon young romance, particularly a teen movie. I remember seeing the poster and then seeing the first look, and I thought, this is really gonna be shit. And then my sister said, begging to watch it. She's like, oh my god, it was really good. She was pulling my leg. She was shit. And I decided to give it grace because my sister was begging, and my sister readily recommends movies. And she even guilt tripped me. She was like, oh my god, you need to watch it. I always watch your recommendations. You need to watch this. I'm as lore. So I decided to watch Love Me, and I think I only watched the first 15 minutes, and I thought to myself, that's it. I'm not doing this. Using that assumption, I presumed that was going to be the case for Off Campus. So I remember seeing the trailer, and I didn't have high expectations. I remember wanting to watch something, and it was nighttime. I was like 3 hours for bedtime. I was like, I need something to watch. I decided to log into Amazon Prime because I have a subscription, but I rarely use it. I was like, we'll go to Amazon Prime. Saw Off Campus. I remember scrolling, and then I came across it, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be so bad. But I thought, let me give this a chance, because I knew the actor that played Garrett, Belmont Kamali. From episode 1, I thought to myself, this is gonna be good. The writing in episode 1 is not so strong, I will say. I think episode 1 had the weakest writing ever, but I think after episode 1 it just improved on itself and it starts to find its own voice and standing. And I would have liked if it had episodes so that they could really flesh out certain dynamics. Garrett and Hannah get into a fake relationship, and she's supposed to tutor him while he gives her lessons on how to win her crush, Justin, which is my favorite tropes ever. I love a good fake dating. I love fake dating so much. I just love it, and I love when it's done well, and this is an example of it done well. But I would have loved to see them having more scenes of the tutoring session, because we never really saw her tutor him. He never really wanted to tutor because he even mentions it that it's easy to memorize. He just wants someone to talk him through certain theories and how they work. But I would have loved if we saw more of that. We didn't really see that, which is why an extra 2 episodes would have been worth it. But I remember reading that the showrunner, she wanted 10 episodes, but they didn't give her 10, they gave her 8 instead, which I think have made the show more fleshed out. It's still not a bad show in any regards. Like, I give the show like a 5 out of 10. I still didn't leave the show thinking, oh, I still wish they would have fleshed out certain dynamics. I wish we got to see more characters. Like, her friend Dexter, that's her friend, but I don't know much about him. It's giving very much gay black character that we're adding to the side and go, yes, queen. And I was like, oh, okay. I wish I knew more about Dexter as a person. I really loved him in the drunk Shakespeare scene. The whole episode in the drunk Shakespeare, I just loved him so much. But I wish we knew more about him. You know, he's still part of the friendship group. He's Hannah's friend, okay? Hannah and Ali's friend. I also wish we knew more about Ali. And I know we'll know more about her in her season, but I wish we knew more about them as a friendship group, because we never really saw them interact as a friendship group. We saw Hannah and Ali interact, but not Hannah, Ali, and Dexter, because they're friends. Especially, it would have been cute to see scenes of Hannah and Dexter after class, because they shared a class together. It would have been nice to see them hanging out after class and talking, you know, things like that. I think it would have worked. It would have also been nice to see more of Hannah and Justin and Garrett pining from the sidelines. I know we got that, but that would have been nice. It would have been nice if he had gotten Garrett pining from the sidelines, Hannah's realization of her feelings, and also moments of Hannah looking at Garrett in a different way without realizing that she liked him. And I thought it would have been great if we saw that, and I'm sure we would have gotten that if we had 10 episodes, but we didn't, because Amazon Prime's a bitch. So we got only 8 episodes. But I was not pissed at it. I loved the way they handled very serious topics. I liked how they did it. I liked the dialogue in those conversations. I thought they were very poignant. For instance, Hannah had a breakdown, and she was crying out and lamenting to her mother, and her mom said, did you do wrong? Do you want to tell me what you did wrong? All you did was go to a party. Because all she did was truly go to a party, and then something unfortunate happened to her. That wasn't her fault. She was being a teenager. She was being a young person. She was having fun. She was doing the things that it's normal for you to do. And something unfortunate happened to her, and unfortunately society makes the victim's burden to carry. Unfortunately, society throws stones at the victim, especially when it comes to cases of sexual assault and rape. The victim becomes the person to carry the burden rather than the assaulter, and we see it with him even walking around scot-free, and him being so audacious even though he's the person in the wrong. And I liked the dialogue in that case. I even liked her relationship with her teacher. I thought it was so nice. All of them were so endearing. I think their writing helped as well, including the actor's portrayal of said characters. Even characters that were unlikable, I was like, I got it. You know, writing did such a good job making characters endearing, and then characters that you weren't supposed to root for just annoying, especially like Garrett's father. And I felt so bad for Garrett's new mom and the fact that she couldn't leave, but it's such a reality. So many women know, but unfortunately sometimes blinded by love, or sometimes blinded by other situations and other factors that they can't leave. And it's also that thing of expect women to be nurturing, so you think you can nurture an abuser back to being a good person, but that's not how it works. They're an abuser to their core, and you can't change that. And I liked that storyline, and it would have been nice to see her leave, and I'm sure at some point we will see her leave, but it was just so nice showing the lens that sometimes they just don't leave, which is unfortunate, but it's true, it's rooted in reality. But I really liked it. Was the writing got infinitely better as each episode progressed. I also liked the transitions. For instance, in episode 1, when Hannah's trying to pen down lyrics to the song and Garrett is having sex, I just liked how I was so taken aback. I was like, oh, okay. And then I just liked how they did it, and also to show you how both characters are the dichotomy of both characters, because she's trying to do something and he's trying to get his mind off. And I was like, oh, okay, you like it. And I can't wait to see what the second season will be like. But honestly, fucking fantastic. Like an 8.5 out of 10. You don't want to know how many times I've watched the show. For research purposes, and also because it's just really good. Like I said, I would have hoped to see the deal aspect of it more fleshed out, because it was so brief and they didn't really show us a lot about it, but it should have been that, because that's the basis of their relationship before it became romantic and before they cast away the deal. You can't just say the deal is off without me never really seeing what the deal is. So really, like Ali and Dean's relationship, you guys, I was eating that shit up. I was eating it up. I had to replace so many scenes because I was like, oh my god, this is so sexy, you guys. What the hell? I liked Hannah. I thought they were cute. I really liked their relationship. But I also liked Ali and Dean, and I was so taken aback by how much I liked them. And I'm so excited to see how Hunter Davenport will be included and incorporated into the next season. Because I was like, oh my god, I'm on the edge of my seat. I accidentally spoiled the show for myself because I was looking up who the actor that plays Bo is. To this day, I rack my brain, what is major? Because I don't know what his major is. I was watching, I was like, no, really, what is your major? Because I don't know what your major is. I just know you do hockey, bro. Like, I would say, the karaoke scene where she says, sweet cherry pie. I ate that up. Every time I watch it, I'm like, oh my god. Yes! Cherry pie. Sweet cherry pie. I said this was going to be short. And I'm looking at the recording now, and it's coming up to like 20 minutes. So I'm going to see how much I can cut out. But thank you so much. Don't forget to check out Off Campus. Not sponsored by Amazon Prime in any way. But do check it out. It's really good. For what it is, it's a proper, solid 8.5. Okay, really good. It has a high rewatch value as well. Great, writing is great. Writing is good for this kind of genre. It's amazing. You're gonna think I have low standards, but then I don't care. I like it. I thought it was great, so check it out, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I really want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Bye.